Ahoy, fellow anime fans and pirates! Get ready to set sail on a journey filled with grit, determination, and some of the most pulse-pounding battles in the Grand Line. That's right, we're delving into the epic world of Monkey D. Luffy and counting down the top 10 best fights of Luffy from One Piece. From iconic adversaries to powerful warlords and Yonko commanders, Luffy has faced them all, each battle pushing him closer to his dream of becoming the Pirate King. So, grab your devil fruit powers, dust off your straw hat, and join us as we embark on this thrilling voyage through the 10 best fights of Luffy from One Piece. Spoiler warning for those who haven't caught up, you're in for a wild ride.
Oi, Kozo!
Luffy vs. Arlong. In the Arlong Park arc of One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy confronts Arlong, a powerful fishman and the captain of the Arlong pirates, to free Nami's hometown, Kokoyashi Village, from his tyrannical rule. Arlong, who had subjected Nami to years of servitude and emotional manipulation, becomes Luffy's formidable adversary. Luffy faces the challenges posed by Arlong's fishman strength and his ability to adapt to an aquatic environment. As the fight intensifies, Luffy's determination to protect his friends and defeat Arlong shines through. The emotional weight of the battle extends beyond physical combat, as Luffy fights not only for victory but also to liberate Nami from the shackles of her painful past. Luffy's resilience and the camaraderie with his crew members contribute to the intensity and significance of the competition. 9. Luffy vs. Gecko Moria. Gecko, the primary opponent of the Thriller Bark storyline, Moria had a bounty of 320 million berries, more than even Luffy's at the time. Luffy had a lot of problems dealing with Moria as an opponent. Throughout their battle, he skillfully employed moves like Brick Bat to keep Luffy interested. Luffy had to combine Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd for the first time since, at his strongest, even Gear 2nd was unable to defeat him. Luffy eventually defeated Moria at the cost of his life power, but not before collapsing from weariness. Luffy vs. Magellan. Magellan, the formidable vice warden of Impel Down, formerly Warden Pre-Time Skip, engaged in a fierce confrontation with Monkey D. Luffy within the treacherous confines of Impel Down's 4th level, the Burning Hell. In this perilous battle, Magellan showcased his overwhelming strength, demonstrating a level of power that surpassed Luffy's abilities. Despite Luffy's valiant efforts, Magellan's toxic devil fruit powers proved to be a formidable obstacle. The encounter unfolded in a way that highlighted Magellan's dominance, as he easily subdued and overpowered Luffy. The struggle reached a point where Luffy managed to bring the Vice Warden to his knees, displaying his resilience and determination. However, the vast difference in their strengths became starkly apparent, leading to a perilous situation for Luffy. The fight pushed Luffy to the brink, with the stakes dangerously high, and he found himself on the verge of succumbing to Magellan's overwhelming might. This intense clash in Impel Down remains a memorable episode in the One Piece narrative, emphasizing the significant challenges Luffy faced on his journey, especially against adversaries as formidable as Magellan.
Not even a scratch!
7. Luffy vs. Enel. The battle between Monkey D. Luffy and Enel in One Piece takes place on Skypiea, an island located in the sky. Enel, the self-proclaimed god of Skypiea, possesses the power of the Goro Goro no Mi, a Logia-type devil fruit that grants him control over lightning. As Luffy ascends to Skypiea in pursuit of his dream to become the Pirate King, he crosses paths with Enel, who views himself as divine and invincible. The clash between Luffy and Enel is marked by the unique challenge of facing a Logia user with elemental powers. Enel initially dismisses Luffy's threats, confident in his superiority. However, Luffy's natural immunity to electricity due to his rubber-based powers, resulting from eating the Gomu Gomu no Mi, poses a significant advantage. The battle escalates into a high-stakes showdown with Enel employing devastating lightning attacks, and Luffy showcasing his creativity and resilience. In a climactic moment, Luffy delivers a powerful, rubber-fueled punch to Enel, defeating him and proving that even a god can be toppled by the determination of a determined pirate.
Oh, how can I defeat a guy who can predict my move? Brain off. Then I can't attack him.
He can't!
Rival!
6. Luffy vs. Crocodile. The primary foe in the Alabasta arc in the series, Sir Crocodile, was the first Shichibukai that Luffy defeated. Luffy has lost to Crocodile twice, making him one of the hardest opponents he has ever faced. Actually, if Luffy's luck had not been in his favor, he would have perished. Nico Robin saved him from near death both outside rain dinners and subsequently through pure luck. Luffy was severely poisoned by Crocodile even during their most recent encounter, and he was barely surviving the fight.
Your plan was obvious. Brown, and you along with them. You have lost to me 2 times now. Straw Hat Luffy.
5. Luffy vs. Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci, the primary adversary of the Enies Lobby narrative, presented Luffy with significant challenges. When they first faced off in Water 7, he decisively outclassed the Straw Hat commander in battle. Even after Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd gave Luffy 2 more powers, Lucci was still in control of Enies Lobby. In the end, Luffy's desire to save Robin drove him above his comfort zone and gave him the advantage over Lucci.
That is the meaning of dark justice!
You won't be chasing anyone!
Next King Gun!
Four. Luffy vs. Doflamingo. Don Quixote Doflamingo, also referred to as the Heavenly Demon, served as One Piece's primary enemy during the Dressrosa arc. As a Shichibukai, Doflamingo was quite challenging to defeat in combat, and he had the upper hand against Luffy for the most of the encounter. But after Luffy upgraded to Gear 4, Doflamingo was no match for him at all. Considerably still, Luffy's low energy level made the fight considerably more difficult for him because it took him 10 minutes to recover his haki and thus live. Luffy was finally able to defeat him with his hardest assault.
バウンドマンとやらになったらわずかな体力で何秒持つんだ。なんだと？
キングコング！
一発の聖なる冗談。
3. Luffy vs. Usopp. When the notion of replacing Mary arose in the Water 7 arc, Luffy engaged Usopp in combat. The Mary was a magnificent vessel that had traveled from the East Blue to the Grand Line alongside the Straw Hat pirates. Though Luffy wanted to do everything in his power to help her, he realized that she was nearing the end of her life. Usopp chose to depart the crew because, among other things, he did not see this as straightforward. After he challenged Luffy to a duel over the Mary, a fight broke out between them.
ここにガスが充満してるなんてバリね。知ってるぞルフィ。ダイヤルだ。
2. Luffy vs. Katakuri. Near the end of the Whole Cake Island, Katakuri, the strongest of the 3 sweet commanders of the Big Mom pirates, engaged Luffy in combat. In the horrifying fight that took place in the Mirror World, Katakuri completely outmatched Luffy. Luffy unexpectedly gained the power to look into the future during this battle, leveling the playing field. Luffy ultimately went all out with Gear 4th, Snakeman, and overcame the strongest opponent he had faced up to that moment after suffering a serious beating for 12 hours.
一体どういうことだ。確かに避けたぞ。
おい、パイソン！する！ゴムゴムの
パワーでも速さで。
見つけ！
1. Luffy vs. Kaido. The clash between Luffy and Kaido stands out as one of the most monumental battles in the history of One Piece and is arguably considered the most challenging test Luffy has faced to date. Remarkably, Luffy suffered defeat 3 times at the hands of Kaido, with the first encounter occurring in Kuri, leading to Luffy's imprisonment. It was during this incarceration that Luffy honed his skills, mastering internal destruction Ryuo in preparation for the Onigashima raid. Despite his newfound abilities, Luffy faced consecutive defeats during the raid, prompting a revelation that he could wield Conqueror's Haki in battle. Undeterred, Luffy rose again, only to face another setback against Kaido. As he persevered, Luffy's mastery over his powers notably improved. In a surprising turn of events, CP0 intervened in their subsequent confrontation, dealing a perilous blow to Luffy. However, this dire moment triggered the awakening of Luffy's Devil Fruit, unleashing Gear 5. for the video, folks. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more awesome anime content. As always, catch you on the next one.
Lucky, ふざけてりゃいいさ。を制することはない。